my thing is, guys, with this situation, justice for Karan came. Justice for Ronnie. Y'all go ahead and I want y'all to watch these clip lists and y'all let me know what y'all think. I think King World, I think that's his channel. I'm gonna play his video and he broke down Ronnie's case pretty good. So y'all go ahead and watch his case and y'all let me know what y'all think.
About as far as the alibi and being on the Bigo app and just sitting there talking and playing like nothing has happened, and then you'll be able to see the dates and times when these events took place too, because it's pretty ironic. And as far as what everybody told me about Whack 100 and Whack 100 making that post, you all were correct, because I had to go to the guy's page myself. I wanted to see it for my damn self. And yes, it was spot on. So the stuff about Carlissa being in Maryland at the same time as Whack 100, that's a lie. I'm going to go ahead and tell you off the gate, that's a lie. And the reason how I was able to prove that that was a damn lie, because of her post that was made on Instagram. Okay. Now, I will say this. There was not, let me take it back. I'm not going to say it's completely a lie. What I'll say is there is no post for the day that Ronnie Doe, when he got shot. There's no post for that day. But there was a post for the 6th. That same month, February the 6th, Carlissa did make a post on her page on Instagram. I didn't see anything for the 3rd because I thoroughly went through the page only because of what people had said. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and then start now. And like I say, if need be, take your pencil or your pen out, because it's a lot to this live stream right here.
The live stream that would later be re-examined on February 2nd, 2025, what initially appeared to be just another routine live stream on the Bigo app would later become the centerpiece of widespread online speculation. That evening, Christian Rock unexpectedly appeared on a live panel that lasted nearly 4 hours, between 3.5 to 4 hours of continuous conversation, interaction, and monetized engagement. For longtime users of Bigo, especially those familiar with the platform's earlier 2019-2020 era, the moment felt unusual. Bigo had largely faded from mainstream relevance in celebrity culture, making her presence there stand out immediately. Throughout the stream, she appeared calm, composed, and actively engaged. Viewers observed her speaking freely, interacting with DJ Sky, Blue Rock TV, and several other creators. At multiple moments during the broadcast, she spoke openly about her income streams, stating she was earning 6 figures through a combination of social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, live streaming, and other monetized channels. The overall tone of her presence was confident and unbothered, reinforcing the public image of someone financially thriving and socially connected. At the time, the live stream drew attention mostly for one reason: it felt out of character. For some viewers, seeing her on Bigo, rather than on higher profile or more traditional mainstream platforms, felt unexpected. Still, nothing about the live itself appeared, on the surface, to indicate that a fatal event would follow less than 24 hours later.
Less than 24 hours later, y'all. Less than 24 hours. Now, when I heard that shit right there, I fell the fuck out. And shout out to this sister right here. Shout out to Sandiva. Boy, let me tell you, if it wasn't for Sandiva, I probably would still be out this motherfucker running around with my head cut off. If it wasn't for Sandiva, I wouldn't be where I'm at today as far as this research and information. And you already know what the fuck it is. And she in the comments. Shout out to Sandiva Hot Topics. Because if I would have seen this motherfucking video right here, I still would have been like, okay, well then how did this happen? Okay, how the fuck that happen? Okay, goddamn, everybody's saying all this shit, but you ain't saying what I'm asking you. You not answering the fucking question. When I seen this video right here, God almighty.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sandiva. And tonight I want to talk about the 9 accomplices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Over here is Blue Rock TV and somebody else. But this is Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate, Hennessy, DJ Sky, Smiley, some random up here in the corner and some random right there. Now, this particular live is significant because all of these people was on live with Shiny Girl, which was February 2nd.
Right. And I will say this too, Sandiva, you helped me to understand why people call her Shiny Girl. I ran across that last night and I was blown the fuck away. I said, Shiny Girl. Oh, I say, so that's what your Ronnie poo. That's what Ronnie Doe used to call you. Huh? That's what I call her as now. You motherfucking Shiny Girl. That's your name. Don't try to run. See, you motherfucking got with Blueface and you turned into a totally different motherfucker out here. No, you is Shawnee Girl.
Less than 24 hours before Quran King was assassinated, all these people were on live being the alibi for Shiny Girl. Shiny Girl ain't never been on Bigo. And you know what's so crazy? I dug deep down in my archives to find this. As a new content creator, I did not label everything.
And let me explain that part too. Because the moment that I got to this part in her video, I thought back to the amount of times that Nature Boy went live on Bigo. And a lot of those times when Nature Boy went live and I recorded those Bigo live streams, I didn't even put the title to them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And when you upload it to YouTube, only thing it's going to have on it is the date, the time stamp of the date. But the thing about it is, the way that Sandiva explained it, that helped me then to be able to pinpoint the video. And I'm going to show you how. Because she said that it was over 3 hours of video footage. So I started thinking, and I was like, man, you know how many videos it is for Bigo? So I started looking around, and I ran across this page right here. That had a few of those live streams what Sandiva was referring to. So then I thought about it, and I said, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, wait a minute, let me see. And I found somebody else that had that same motherfucking video. And the same thing what Sandiva said, look at the date on that motherfucker. And shout out to You Love DB. Look at the date. Look at the date, y'all. I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, so this is what you was doing over there on Bigo. Your ass was over there trying to play it off. Your ass was over there setting up a goddamn alibi. That's what you was doing the whole damn time. Got you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Over here is Blue Rock TV and somebody else. But this is Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate, Hennessy, DJ Sky, Smiley, some random up here in the corner and some random right there. Now, this particular live is significant because all of these people was on live with Shiny Girl, which was February 2nd, less than 24 hours before Quran King was assassinated.
You hear that? Let me run that back. I don't think you heard Sandiva good enough. I don't think you heard her. Listen good.
Was on live with Shiny Girl, which was February 2nd, less than 24 hours before Quran King was assassinated. All these people were on live being the alibi for Shiny Girl. Shiny Girl ain't never been on Bigo. And you know what's so crazy? I dug deep down in my archives to find this. As a new content creator, I did not label everything. So everything is labeled Sandiva's Hot Topic Live. I had to go find February 2nd, where all these accomplices, and if you go back and listen to the live, I only had an hour and 30 minutes. But this live was well over 3 hours.
Huh?
Somebody got it.
Huh? Wait. Listen to what Sandiva just said. She said that the live stream was over 3 hours. 3 hours. You haven't seen an episode of Baddies that's 3 hours. You haven't seen an issue of Baddies reunion that's 3 hours. You never seen Krishan Rock on Instagram for 3 hours. But you on 3 hours on Bigo the day before that Ronnie Doe was shot. Are you serious? You on there for 3 hours straight. Just talking to be talking. Huh? Oh yeah.
But I was only able to capture an hour and 30 minutes of it because I passed out. It was in the wee hours of the morning. Y'all, go back and watch and listen to all of the bullshit and rhetoric. I promise y'all. Justice for Ronnie. This bitch included all of y'all accomplices. That's Hot Tea Hot Chocolate, Hennessy, Smiley, DJ Sky. DJ Sky so unbothered. She been doing makeup the whole time. Look at her. Watch her.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? And then if you think about DJ Sky is the main person that, Krishan was getting at. They was basically saying that she was the weakest eater, the weakest fighter. So it's as if that she was, picking on her, just to have that easy win or whatnot, to Seki, her sister, the whole baddies thing or whatnot. This is crazy, man. This is beyond crazy. And I would have never, man, it would have took me a minute to be able to connect this shit right here together because I wasn't following this. So I didn't know that she was ever on Bigo, nor did anybody come to me and say that Krishan was on Bigo. That right there would have narrowed it on down. You feel me? And you know how that get narrowed down because the Beam team was stomping hard over there through 2019, exclusively hard. That's how we met Jaguar, right? That's how we met Tokyo Tony before they even came to YouTube, right?
Look at her. Doing her hair, doing her makeup, doing everything. Y'all go back and watch this shit. It's undeniable. It's undeniable.
That y'all wanted to say, because y'all clocked as well, y'all can say it. This is the room for it. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
So, that's why.
For me, I want to say, I'm very watching you from Blue Girls Club all the way up to now, going from a fan page to a blog page. I watched your transitions, and I have to say, you are definitely in your soft girl era. You have elevated to a whole different level and a different type of timing. And I don't know if it means anything to you or not, but I'm proud of the growth and elevation that you have displayed in this time. Because from the time you came home to now, you have been quiet. And even when you came out, I feel like you coming out swinging right now. Thank you. Because, baby, we've been down in them comments. We have been tussling with everybody from Carlissa to Whack.
Okay, so she said that, she's been tussling with people off of the strength of Krishan. So that's what type of time it is right there. Okay, so do you see now why it was so crucial to have that information from Sandiva? You see where it put us at now? Huh? You see how much footage that we got to sift through now? You see how many comments we got to look through now? Because it's a lot of, and all of the stuff about Krishan changing, Krishan being soft, Krishan not being this and that. It sounds a lot like what I'm hearing in 2025. Huh? Say it was weird. Say they all sat there and praised. That is unbelievable. But I can say I've seen that happen before. I've seen people sit back for 6 hours and praise Nature Boy, and he could do no wrong whatsoever the whole time we was trying to get his ass to confess to a motherfucking murder. The whole fucking time. And motherfuckers steady coming to my channel talking about why you keep talking about Nature Boy every day. I'm like, oh no, something gonna crack. Something gonna crack with this. Watch what I tell you. Something gonna crack with this. Oh no, I was talking about for years. For years. I ain't getting no thank you from that woman family or none of that. okay, and was still bucking every morning, just like this, making videos just like this, okay? That's right. See, look, let me tell you, with the time that's lost, we done already made up for it now. You know why? Because we got a hell of a reference. Okay. Not only do we got somebody that been following this shit like Sandiva for way back when, she got the receipts too. That's what I was asking y'all from the beginning. I didn't say who you think did this and did that. I said, how do you know? I said, yo, can you prove to me what happened? I said, can you prove that? Can you show me that? I didn't get that from anybody. I didn't get that. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. Just like with Nature Boy and Carbonation, it was people who felt some kind of way because emotionally they had then became connected to the case, to the story, to the experience, the whole everything at a fucking whole. And I seen the same thing going on with this situation. It was about Quail. Quail did this, Quail did that. Then it was about Whack 100. Whack 100 did this, Whack 100 did that. Then it was Carlissa and Whack 100 had to have did it because they was in Maryland together. And all of that was debunked. It was debunked. It was debunked easily, quickly, with no problem. And if there was room for any error whatsoever, I would ask people now to pay close attention to Krishan and how all of this stuff, these dates and time, how all of this shit right here add up. And once again, shout out to Sandiva for putting me up on game. I got her link in the description of my video, as well as the other channel where the majority of the longer videos, I got those from, I think, an 8-minute video, a 13-minute video as well. And you can check out both of them pages. She in the comments, hopefully, in the near future, I know it's early as fuck, but, in the future, whatever, I'll be able to tap in with her and get some more information, okay? Oh, yeah, it's in the description of my channel. And I'll be able to show the channel, too, before that I get up out of here, because we just getting started. And you set it off. Sandiva, you set it all the way off.
Criminal Investigation Division Homicide Investigation. Severn 25703711 on February 3, 2025. At approximately 7:10 p.m., officers responded for a report of multiple gunshots fired in the area of Severn Tree Boulevard and Sea Pine Circle in Severn. Responding officers discovered a male victim lying on the ground in front of a home in the 1700 block of Sea Pine Circle with an apparent gunshot wounds. Officers administered medical aid to the victim, who was transported by fire department personnel to the University of Maryland Baltimore-Washington Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. The victim was identified as 24-year-old Karen McKay Can of Severn, Maryland. The Anne Arundel County Police Homicide Unit assumed responsibility for the investigation. Homicide detectives and evidence collection unit personnel arrived on scene where multiple items of evidence were collected at the crime scene. Several witnesses were located and interviewed regarding the shooting. The preliminary investigation indicates this was a targeted incident and not a random act of violence. This is an active and ongoing investigation. Detectives ask that anyone with information that could help this investigation to contact them at 410-222-4731. Callers wishing to remain anonymous are encouraged to call the Anne Arundel County Police tip line at 410-222-4700 or contact Crime Stoppers at 866-7 lockup or online at http://. As of right now, Christine Rock has not commented. As you may recall, Ronnie is the ex who requested a DNA test to determine whether her son, Christine Jesus, was his. I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that. Right or wrong? Right, he wrote on Instagram in October. Judging from their previous exchanges, it appears that Ronnie and Christine were not in the best of places. Our thoughts and prayers are with Ronnie's family and friends during this difficult time.
I'd like to say first, before my sister comes on, that we have chosen to do tributes, but I'm only going to ask the family to come up. We chose that as a family. So anybody else that doesn't come up, y'all know me, I'm on Jetta. I don't want to embarrass you, so don't come up.
Okay. I'm Karan's mom, for those who don't know. First and foremost, thank you all for showing my son love. Karan, that was my only boy. He is my only boy. And I'm going to just, I'm going to miss my son so much. Like, life isn't fair. This world isn't fair, but God is good. And everybody asks me how I stay strong. How do I manage? I got my family. I got God, and that's what my son would want. You know, that's what my son would want. So that's thank y'all. I appreciate everybody. Yeah.
So I'm Aunt Jetta. If you know me, you know I'm Aunt Jetta, because I always talk about Aunt Jetta. My mom and my sister like to say.
And like I said, my condolences to the family as well. You're gonna hear Krishan in a video a little later. You'll hear her mention Aunt Jetta. This is Aunt Jetta right here.
That I spoiled him because when he was a baby, he wanted to crawl on the table, so he could crawl on the table. And listen, if y'all know us, he was our first and only boy for the longest time. So who should have fixed his plate? Us. So they was like, that boy's spoiled because you said we should fix his plate. And we did, and washed his clothes and everything else. And listen, we had a pool party one time.
Man, I respect. Hey, look here, boy. Them is some strong women right there, boy. You about to bury your son, and you can stand up there and talk about it. Ain't that something? That is man, that is good gracious.
The little girl came around the corner and said, Miss Chatter, this boy keep messing with me, keep touching me. I said, oh no, ma'am, Who is that? I went around the corner and I said, what little boy? She said, him. I said, who? She said, him. I said, baby, it's okay. It's all right. I don't play by my nephew. Y'all know that. Thank
Look
you.
at her. Look how she got her sister on. You ain't see how her sister jerked her that one time? She was ready to go. She stood up there though. She did it. She did it. Watch her when they talking and watch how she jerk her arm. Her sister ready to go on out.
And listen,
look, watch this.
We had a pool party one time. The little girl came around the corner and said, Miss Chatter, this boy keep messing with me, keep touching me. I said, oh no, ma'am, Who is that? I went around the corner and I said, what little boy? She said, him. I said, who? She said, him. I said, baby, it's okay. It's all right. I don't play by my nephew. Y'all know that.
See there? She was trying to tell her, let's go.
Thank you.
The live stream that would later be re-examined on February 2nd, 2025, what initially appeared to be just another routine live stream on the Big O app would later become the centerpiece of widespread online speculation. That evening, Christian Rock unexpectedly appeared on a live panel that lasted nearly 4 hours, between 3.5 to 4 hours of continuous conversation, interaction, and monetized engagement. For longtime users of Big O, especially those familiar with the platform's earlier 2019-2020 era, the moment felt unusual. Big O had largely faded from mainstream relevance in celebrity culture, making her presence there stand out immediately. Throughout the stream, she appeared calm, composed, and actively engaged. Viewers observed her speaking freely, interacting with DJ Sky, Blue Rock TV, and several other creators. At multiple moments during the broadcast, she spoke openly about her income streams, stating she was earning 6 figures through a combination of social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, live streaming, and other monetized channels. The overall tone of her presence was confident and unbothered, reinforcing the public image of someone financially thriving and socially connected. At the time, the live stream drew attention mostly for one reason: it felt out of character. For some viewers, seeing her on Big O, rather than on higher profile or more traditional mainstream platforms, felt unexpected. Still, nothing about the live itself appeared, on the surface, to indicate that a fatal event would follow less than 24 hours later. It would not be until the next day that the live stream would be reinterpreted entirely.
Okay, speaking of Krishan's baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He ended up getting murdered, right?
Yes.
He really did get murdered? I mean, I saw that online. That was real?
Yes, that was.
And to the person that dropped it in my comments yesterday and that, you know, even gave us that different perspective with there being more than one family member, check the stuff out what Teseki say right here.
And you knew, did you know him?
So yes, I fed that boy.
How did he end up getting murdered? Was he in the streets, in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even speak on it. But if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it.
Well, because it's just all, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Krishan when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No paternity test. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul.
That's sad.
It's very sad, especially because I fed him. We had a little argument before. It's just like we were family. I'm gonna be honest. That little boy really loved her.
Did he?
We been real, all this camera. We back in the streets. We back around the way. That little boy loved her.
So they were a thing.
It was passionate, but it was giving cloudy.
It was.
And that's why I just don't care to speak on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Once we get this paternity test, we shall have more if Junior in the next 4 to 6 weeks, God willing, Krishan is going to be required to do a court-ordered paternity test. And once we get this paternity test, we shall have more if Junior is not my son, I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. Right here, Junior right here. You weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah.
Calling the cops.
Police ass. You a police ass. Time to go. You a police ass. Time to go. You a police ass.
Sir,
you a police ass.
Excuse
You a fucking police bitch. You a fucking fan.
Excuse
me.
I need you out the
nigga.
What
you talking about? Okay. Let's go this one. Okay. Let's go this one. Let's go this way. Let's go.
Sean plays a lot of police games. So in your eyes, oh, he's clout chasing. In my eyes, this is my defense and this is my version of my story of what went on. Because to you guys, it's, oh, he's harassing me, he's stalking me. But to me, it's no, come here and see your son. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I can relate because I don't like to do anything without the cameras either. So I can relate to that.
Exactly. And that was my only reason for going to Instagram with it.
Junior right here.
You
weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah. Police ass. You a police ass. You a police ass.
So if she was with my son, would you have walked up on her like that? Because that would have been all bad. And that's like another one of my fears right now, that I hope you get this figured out so that it's not like you feel some type of way towards my son. You know what I mean?
I mean, so I don't really understand what you're asking me.
I mean, like, if you would you have walked up to them if they was in the mall together?
So you asking me if Blueface was there, would that scenario have been different? Yeah. The only different outcome would have been me and him may have got physical instead of me and that security guard. What do you mean?
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the part where it's like...
So, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
and that's the part that she didn't understand, because not one time did he even give off the energy that he was trying to be disrespectful whatsoever. The only time I noticed when he got humorous with the situation, because she legit was sitting there looking at him like she ain't understand what he was saying. And see, I don't rock like that either. I get up and, hey man, look here, I bounce on straight up. Because when I get upset, I can't even talk. Yeah, I articulate well, but if I'm upset, I'm unable to talk. And since I've been young, yo, straight up, that's how I just deal with the situation in general. To keep everything to a minimum. You feel me? Because I already know how my mind's set up. And he was on the same thing with her, and she was steady sitting up there playing games. The way how she's sitting there laying in the bed, chilling, like it ain't nothing. And he is basically telling her, like, that's my son. And this situation is crazy. And she like, well, I don't know this and I don't know that. And he like, okay, check this out. Let me break it down to you like this.
Like, that's why I felt like I couldn't really do
So
what needed to be done.
Let me tell you this, Carlissa. Let me tell you this, Carlissa. I'm trying to, address the paternity as adults. We are adults. You can get what I'm saying? So,
but they also have paperwork that can help you just get that right to the, you know what I'm saying?
To the front. You get what I'm saying? Why can't we get that to the front? If that has already been established, if that has already been addressed, why can't we get it put to the front, to the test? What's going on? I personally feel like Zeus manipulated the results to control the narrative. And I personally think that Maury...
Wait. Can I get a poll right now? Do you believe this? Yes or no? Do you think that the Zeus network played a part and partial with this damn narrative being produced, with this test being put out? Yes or no? Let me see. By a show of hands, early this morning.
Needs to get involved. And I personally think that I personally feel like Zeus manipulated the results to control the narrative. And I personally think that Maury needs to get involved. And I personally think that somebody would be awful sad if they waited until their 18th birthday.
Now, just wait now. Think about what he just said. He felt like that Maury should be involved. And for years, we done tripped off the Maury show. Whether you were a fan of the show or not, you done seen it in passing anyway. People running off the stage. You are not the father. Just think about the irony of Ronnie Doe saying that. But then Krishan Rock running from Steve Wilkos. You see how Ronnie Doe spoke this stuff into existence?
Of Krishan Jr. to find out that you are not the father.
You are not the father. Right now. In the case of 2-year-old Darjavion, Tristan, you are not the father. You are not the father. When it comes to 2-year-old Jewels, Duck, you are not the father.
It's unbelievable to me, the response. Now, I didn't know anything about it. I asked you all to fill me in. And you guys have done a great job filling me in. And this story is insane. So we picked one of our top producers, Joe, and his team, Kendall. And you guys have been working on this, right? You're trying to get the story. What is going on?
So I've been following the story, and basically,
Wait. You see what I'm saying? In reference to Ronnie Doe and what Ronnie Doe was telling Carlissa and about getting Maury and the humor attached to it. And then Steve Wilkos making an attempt to conduct a DNA test, a paternity test. Yo, just to see on whether or not if, Blueface is the father of Krishan Jesus or not. because the family, the DNA from the family can be used to make a definite determinant on whether or not if the baby was Ronnie Doe's or not.
Rashawn and Blueface dated. They've been dating for a while. She had a baby. She named him Krishan Jr. after her. And there were rumors by her ex that this baby possibly could be his.
That's right.
His name is Ronnie DeVoe. He was fighting for a test, a paternity test to be taken. He went to the court about
which we would love to give them one.
But he never was able to, because months after showing up to Krishan, facing her in public, basically she said he was harassing her. He ends up getting fatally shot in Baltimore, where they're both from.
In my perspective, it's like this. Shorty literally came to her on the mills. She tried to flex her muscle, do all that little weird, not knowing that I'm on her. You get what I'm saying? Not knowing that I'm already seeing everything that's going on before it even go on. You get what I'm saying? So she thinking like, all right, she's slick, she this, she that, but she not even knowing like, shorty, I'm already on you. I knew you been out here since you checked off the plane. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a dark conversation like, shorty, you been, yeah, I had my mask on. Okay. I approach her. Cool. She straight hits me with the, oh my God, like she was frightened. You get what I'm saying? She wasn't expecting me to pull up on her and check her temperature. So I pulled up. I'm like, can we talk? Talk about what? Let's not be childish. Let's talk like adults. I'm not trying to blow your spot up. I'm not trying to make a scene. I'm trying to talk to you one-on-one as an adult, away from your little friends, because they don't lay wood that how they would. They don't got like I do. So they don't, you get what I'm saying? We not ready to do that, Ronnie. We not ready to do what? Not ready to do what? Ain't nobody doing nothing to y'all. Trying to talk like an adult. Going on. I personally feel like Zeus manipulated the results to control the narrative. And I personally think that Maury needs to get involved. And I personally think that somebody would be awful sad if they waited until the 18th birthday of Krishan Jr. to find out that you are not the father. Do you hear me, Carlissa?
I feel like you're trying to be funny towards my situation,
I am not.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm not being funny. I'm being transparent with you. I'm being transparent with you because you're a mother. You're concerned for your son, and the paternity of Junior needs to be established.
So what do y'all think about Carlissa at this point? I mean, just with this engagement, because I understand, she's trying to, understand where he coming from or whatnot. And, in her mind, I guess she was like, well, my son been with, this little strange girl and shit for all this damn time. They got a whole little TV show together and all this shit. I done seen clips of that. And she like, man, what are you talking about? Oh, so now you're trying to be funny about the situation. I'm like, how could she think he was trying to be funny about the situation? They on the same live stream talking. She could have asked him any question that she wanted to know. That's why anytime it's a situation, I'd be like, yo, you need the link. You got something you got to say. I mean, do you want to, explain this or whatever? It's no problem with it. And she was sitting there relaxing and he trying to explain to her like, look, this is the situation. This is what's going on with this girl. This is why she don't want to take this test. She don't want to do none of that shit. Carlissa just sitting there like, okay, all right. But I'm trying to see like how all of that actually impacts me. So just think about this shit now. Like as long ago as what this shit done been, because that was some months and shit ago. That was some months, and that was her perspective then. I wonder what her perspective is now. I wonder if she's thinking different. Like, dang, well, what if he really was telling the truth? What if the situation really is in Uno reverse right now? Because that's what the hell that it is, yo.
So have you tried to reach out to her and just ask her was she to give you the test?
Yes, that was my attempt of going to the mall to speak with her, to seeing if we can address the situation away from the internet. But instead, she pulled the Uno reverse. I don't know you. You're stalking me. You're harassing me.
Weird as you weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's weird as shit. Girl right here. Junior right here. Weird as you weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him.
Mall, Arundel Mills Mall. It's a big mall. It's a big mall. Big mall. It's no coincidence that, I ran into Krishan Rock in the Arundel Mills Mall. She didn't have one shopping bag. Junior didn't even have a blanket on him. You get what I'm saying? And that was frustrating to see. So let's be honest here, Carlissa. We have an unfit mother, an immature young lady who can't support her. Lord forgive me. I'm not passing any judgment.
Somebody said I thought your friends told you that she was at the mall.
Do y'all need me to show y'all? So I feel like Krishan is trying to set me up.
Okay. Now let's get to that part, because people, they were saying this stuff, repeatedly over and over and over again. Even the photo that's in my thumbnail is in front of the apartments where Ronnie was at. You all said this. You said that it was a video. I didn't see a video, but I did find this. So this actually checks out right here, as you can see. So this was on that day, which is crazy as hell. That's right, the setup queen. So look, and look at the date. Ain't that something? Let's go back to what Sandiva was saying a little earlier about that Bigo live stream. Look at this date, February the 4th. This is the photo right here. This is the crime scene. Now this message right here that was sent, I've already heard about the part about when one person got upset and stuff because they called Whack 100. See, somebody sent this in a message. This was a message. Somebody was this bold. They was that brave to send this in a message. And I got asked, do y'all think that Quail wrote this? Y'all think that Quail sent this in a message? Y'all think he sent this? I'm talking about in this tone of voice right here, just with writing. Text message. This is a scene from Krishan Rock's ex-boyfriend Ronnie's murder scene. He was just shot and killed. What do you think? Somebody sent this to Whack. They sent this to Whack 100. Huh? Peep game now. I just want you. Hey, it is a lot of moving parts with this shit right here. It's a lot of moving parts, but I see now just from them dates and times. And then, like I said, when Ronnie actually got at Carlissa and the stuff, what he was telling Carlissa, because people were saying they was like that she was there too. I can actually prove it. She was not there. Well, from what I found, just in her post alone, those posts didn't indicate anything directly that had to do with the third. But what I will say is that there's posts on her page that were denoted on the 6th. And if you look on her page, you'll see that. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if she just, took a few days off or whatnot, because, I'm kind of late to all of this. I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, what had happened? Because see, I'm gonna show you the post that was on her page. You just seen Whack 100's post now. You can go to her page now and look for your damn self, okay? And you'll see. Now, peep game. Right here, this is what she posted about her son. Obviously, her son and her daughter, Callie, right there. The child told me about, okay? And you see the date, the 6th. He's so proud of his mommy on this day too. It's okay, son. They can't turn me against. No matter how far out that you go, I'll be right there praying and preparing for your return, celebration. Mothers never give up on their children because that's when the devil wins less. You can see right here, Carlissa, 2,149 likes. And this is from her post. And see, like I said, days were skipped. So then if we were to go back and then look at Whack 100, you see, this is on that day. This is the 4th.
Like Krishan is trying to get me locked up to allegedly attempt and evade the paternity. Why do I say that? At midnight of Black Friday of the incident, when everything happened at Arundel Mills, she placed a restraining order on me, a temporary peace order on me. Correct? How is it that this lady was able to get this temporary emergency restraining order at 12 a.m. midnight on Black Friday?
I still had my guard up. I still had my crib. I still was doing me. I didn't believe nothing he was saying or doing. He lying. He always lying. Still was paying his bills, knowing that he a liar. I'm the loyal one. Then he tried to cry about him pawning his chains like it's my fault because I left him. You wasn't trying to do right by me, so what am I supposed to do? Then he wanted me to stay in the house. No.
That part, I see you, Cheryl, 2814.
It was like he wanted to get his lick back. Like, his aunt called me like, girl, make him work for that. He thinking we could just break up because he coming right home. Let a week sink in, bro. He gonna be back trying to chase me and all that. And y'all keep saying Ronnie this, Ronnie that. I'm gonna be honest. If Ronnie was the baby dad, first of all, he wouldn't have did none of that for the clout. He only did that because it wasn't his baby. For real. Ronnie was trolling me because he wanted some money. But if say if this was Ronnie baby, right? His family not.
She said that Ronnie Doe was trolling her because he wanted some money. Ain't that some shit? That's crazy work.
Nobody would be playing none of that. It would be none of that. His wouldn't been none of that. It would have been none of that. That's the crazy thing. That was the right family to have the baby with. If we be honest, I keep saying Ronnie this, Ronnie that. Sure, he should have been the bed. Because his family would have loved my son like he's supposed to have been loved on everything. So stop making it seem like, oh, I wanted the blue. It's just me and Ronnie was never active. We ain't been active since college. So when he started doing the clout stuff, it was just, a lot of people in his ear and stuff. Like, whatever. And I didn't want to bring him up, but y'all keep saying this, like, on my live, like, what? Stop saying that. What the heck? I'm telling you, bro. Aunt Jetta, all them, they are good.
See how she mentioned Aunt Jetta? Yeah, Ronnie's mom's sister, how she mentioned her. See, out of nowhere. See, this is why you see this person acting the way that they are. All of this little weird performing, hopping in the water with their clothes on and stuff like that. If she speak on the subject long enough, she'll tell on herself. She'll tell on herself. She talking about Aunt Jetta. She done went from Ronnie to the family. If in fact the baby was Ronnie, see what I'm saying? She'll tell on herself.
Good people. So everybody that keeps trying to rub it in my face, like, oh, bro, if that was the dad, bro, which he's not, I would not be going through none of this controversy, weird stuff about.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You know what? I was on the same type of time too. I was on the same type of time when I was listening to Quail talk, and I was just thinking about that shit. And I was like, yo, and I heard him, he kept talking about trauma. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace, rest in peace to him and my condolences to his family. And I just started thinking about the shit, and I was like, damn. And what really made me think about it was because both sisters were just together. Chastity was just with Krishan and they were out to eat. I just was thinking about that shit and I was like, damn, boy, what if they on some tag team back again? You feel me? I'm like, I don't know how close, but that's one thing that Taseki said. Taseki said, you a murderer. That's what she said. Then think about the interview. Think about the interview when she was talking to Jason Lee, who's now the vice mayor of Stockton, California. The Jason Lee had a show. And the stuff what Taseki said on that show. Then think about the stuff what Krishan said on that show. About the baby, what life was gonna be like, etc. Oh yeah. That's why I say, man, it's gonna be an even more exclusive deep dive on this.
My son, for real.
Notice of the wording she used, but he is not. In that moment, she was actively shaping a narrative, one that stood in direct opposition to what many already knew. As far as the public understanding went, Ronnie was believed to be the child's actual father. Yet despite that widespread belief, Christine continued to play along with the version of the story she had created in her own mind, that Blueface had to be the father. What makes this even more telling is that Christine later admitted she wanted Blueface to be the father. Not because of biological certainty, but because of what that would have symbolized: stability, protection, and the hope that his family would step in to help take care of the child. That desire blurred the line between truth and wishful thinking, turning personal hope into public narrative. In the end, it wasn't just about paternity, it was about image, security, and the emotional weight of wanting a certain future badly enough to speak it into existence, even when the facts pointed elsewhere.
You know what that smells like to me, Carlissa? It smells fishy. It smells fishy to you? Yeah. Hold on though, Carlissa.
Huh?
This is what all.
See how she dropped her head? He say, yo, do it smell fishy to you?
Paternity. It was about image, security, and the emotional weight of wanting a certain future badly enough to speak it into existence, even when the facts pointed elsewhere.
You know what that smells like to me, Carlissa? It smells fishy. It smells fishy to you? Yeah. Hold on though, Carlissa. This is what also smells fishy. How is it that exactly 4 minutes prior?
Oh no. You say that you dislike when people use the AI voiceovers. That's not an AI voiceover. That's what I typed, but it's just through the hypertext mail, and I use that voice because I made this video. It's a combination of different videos. People always hear me talk. The majority of people that are faceless make AI videos. I can turn my camera on right now. I just ain't got it on. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I used to do that shit anyway, just for a motherfucker know who talking. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I need to do that, let me hit my damn camera then, just so you can see who talking to you, and then carrying on. Hold on, let's slow it down for a second. We don't want nobody to be left out and then carrying on. I'm up in here. You feel what I'm saying? This the same voice that you hear. That was just me typing it out. You want to see it on the screen when I typed it out? That's all that is. So I make my own videos. Just like right now, I can just hit play.
To the encounter at Subway, I had a random alias page DM me. and it said, "Come see your son." We were at Subway. Sent me the Subway handover with the photos. So you know me, Prince Charming. I come through prancing.
So how you know it wasn't like just maybe like a fan that saw you in the mall, like trying to set you up?
I know Krishan. Y'all know Rock. I know Krishan Eugenia Malone. The world knows Krishan Rock. I know who I'm dealing with, and I know how she moves. I know it was her. And how I know it was her? Because she directly told me where she was. She told me to come see my son. And then ring, 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 ring. Like I said, Carlissa, she had the restraining order emergency set at midnight on Black Friday. So that means as soon as Black Friday started, like as soon as Thanksgiving ended and Black Friday started, soon as she left the Thanksgiving table, where did she go? She went to the police station. She went to talk to the judge. She went to give a testimony and tell the police. So now what do we have here? 1, a snitch, a pig, an informant, etc. 2, we have Krishan, the informant. And how do I know this? Because she calls herself the setup queen, right? Queen manipulator, right?
There we go.
How
There we go. So with the many comments that I seen in my chat, that's the confirmation right there where that came from. Her, Krishan, talking about that she the setup queen. Her making an attempt to rap, putting out some rap music and stuff. The setup queen.
was this young lady able to set up a freaking restraining order emergency at 12 a.m. on Black Friday? And then she sees me. You know what, Carlos? I'm going to do you one better, baby. I'm going to do you one better, Carlos, baby. Hold on. And I don't mean no any disrespect. I apologize because you are old enough to be my mother. So I don't mean any disrespect to you. I mean all due respect to you. But I'm just trying to be transparent with you and address my concerns because I don't feel as though they're being taken seriously. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I'm not just look.
Ronnie believed that the Zeus Network's involvement in the paternity test was not about truth, but about optics, about creating the illusion for viewer and the public that Blueface and Christian had a child together, specifically Krishan Jesus. In Ronnie's view, the goal was never transparency. The goal was to preserve a storyline. Ronnie felt that confirming Blueface as the father kept the brand alive, the controversy burning, and the money flowing. As long as those two names remained connected, the social media buzz, streaming revenue, and public fascination would continue. But if Ronnie had officially been determined to be the father, that outcome would have immediately collapsed the entire narrative that had been built around Blueface and Chrisen. To Ronnie, that truth would have disrupted the storyline that fueled their online relevance and financial gain. It would have removed the emotional hook that audiences were invested in. And once that narrative was destroyed, so too would be a major source of attention, profit, and public interest tied to their relationship. In his eyes, the situation was never just about paternity. It was about preserving a profitable illusion.
So now I'm trying to talk to the police and tell them, like, look, yo, I'm not trying to do nothing to nobody. I'm not trying to harm nobody. At the end of the day, I got a process server here. I'm trying to serve this lady her paperwork. I'm not trying to directly serve her. I'm trying to get her served. Cool. So now I'm like, yo, I'm really like surprised, and I'm really like frustrated, angry, disappointed. Cause I'm like, yo, how is you sitting right here acting like you don't know me? You just posted messages of me and you talking last year, and you deleted a whole bunch of messages, making it look like I'm talking to myself. Now you don't know me? I just brought you through the hood, had you at the store taking pictures with the kids. Now you don't know me?
Please welcome Najla Salome, Krishan Shawnee Malone, and Mercedes Fresh.
See? You heard her say that, Shawnee? That Shawnee girl, that's crazy work.
Here's Shawnee.
I'm the youngest in the competition. I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win ultimate tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
Narrative versus the truth inside the paternity controversy surrounding Christian, Blueface, and Ronnie. From the very beginning, the story surrounding the paternity of Christian's child, Creshawn Jesus, has been wrapped in controversy, contradiction, and public confusion. But as time passed, subtle details in language, behavior, and platform involvement began to reveal something far deeper than just uncertainty. It revealed the construction of a carefully managed narrative. One moment in particular still stands out. Christian's choice of words, "but he is not," was more than just a statement. It was a declaration that actively rejected what many already believed to be the truth. At the time, a large portion of the public already suspected that Ronnie was the child's biological father. Yet despite this widespread belief, Christian continued to push a version of reality that centered Blueface as the only possible father. In doing so, she wasn't simply responding emotionally, she was participating in the shaping of a storyline. What added even more complexity was Christian later admitting that she wanted Blueface to be the father, not necessarily because she believed it with certainty, but because of what that outcome would represent.
This case is still going at the time, and things are getting kind of crazier with you and Krishan. She said that she had 3 abortions for you?
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, honestly. I can only vouch for about one.
Okay, you know
that
about
I
one
took
abortion.
her to.
You took her there. Okay. So when she told you that she was pregnant, you said, "I don't want to have the baby"?
Yeah. Every time.
Every time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know her, I know you're not living a life of somebody who's even almost or even can get ready if you have one,
Right. Because then around that time, a sex tape actually leaks with the two of you.
Yeah.
She put that out?
Yeah.
Now, look, you're out there and so forth, but a sex tape is a little different. You got kids. And,
Yeah, and she just did that just to make somebody else mad. So I'm like, damn, you put this shit out for free. We could have at least made some money, That was my whole thing. Like, if you was gonna do it anyway, like, do it the right way. But she's just very impulsive, sporadic, irrational.
Right, because things continue to just kind of get crazy with her and you. At one point, you guys were a no jumper, and you kicked her off, and then she had a meltdown on the show. Was that when she kicked the TV and everything?
Yep.
Now, as you're seeing this, are you thinking I just got to separate myself from her? Or it's like, well, yeah, she's crazy, but it's creating a lot of energy and viral moments, so I got to sort of keep her around.
At this point, I already had this unconditional love for her. And, so it was like I said, I kind of looked at her as a daughter. So it was like the wrong shit she was doing, I'm just kind of like, man, she gonna get it right one day. She gonna get it right one day, And then she just kept like getting it wrong. I'm like, oh my goodness, maybe you won't get it right. Maybe I have to start being like mean, like kicking you out type shit, because you just don't know when to shut the fuck up sometimes. And then so that was the no jumper thing, but it was the same thing that'll get her put on stage as what'll get her put off, So it's like,
because at one point Drake started following her.
Yeah. One point everybody was following.
Everyone's paying attention.
Yeah.
And then
it's to the point where they choosing her over me type shit.
Because then at one point she announced that she was pregnant with your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she tells you she's pregnant, and you've heard this before, but this time she says she's keeping it.
Yeah, this time her mind's made up.
Did you try to convince her to get an abortion?
Oh yeah, I tried.
She said no.
Yeah, and I feel like we all deserve that closure. And I think it's not too hard to get it. You get what I'm saying? It's only one reason that somebody's going to avoid a test. You get what I'm saying? Because they're scared of the outcome. So
Like do things like just like pull up on her and scare her and harass her. Like I didn't agree with that, and you probably thought about it afterwards. Like that wasn't the right
definitely
thing.
thought about it. I would apologize to her if I got the chance to. If she sees this, Krishan, I apologize to you and Junior and all of your friends. It wasn't my intention to run down on her and intimidate her because she's a female. It was my intention to have a conversation with her as an adult and see if we can be accountable and address things aside from the internet. You get what I'm saying?
But then why did you? So you turned the camera on right when you saw her?
So can I be transparent with you?
Mm-hmm.
I cut my camera on because Krishan plays a lot of police games. So in your eyes, oh, he's clout chasing. In my eyes, this is my defense and this is my version of my story of what went on. Because to you guys, it's, oh, he's harassing me, he's stalking me. But to me, it's no, come here and see your son.
There's another layer to this story that often goes unspoken: the emotional position Ronnie occupied throughout it all. From his perspective, this was never just about speculation or media narratives. Ronnie was in love with Chrysin. He held it down for her in ways that weren't always visible to the public.
Y'all, wait, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I don't already found this Sandiva. I be moving fast. I beat my troll game. That motherfucker is par excellent. You hear me? So she actually got the receipts, y'all. Sandiva got the damn receipts that debunk anything that got to do with Blueface actually being the father of that child. You know why, right? Because Blueface mama already admitted that her son had a vasectomy. Ain't that some shit? That's why I told you I'm late to the party. I'm just glad people, they be dropping receipts the way they drop receipts. So check this shit out, right? Peep game. Listen to this shit.
Jonathan had a vasectomy. He gonna be mad. I said it.
Yeah, take a listen to this.
Talking about Jonathan. Jonathan snuck off and got a vasectomy. So Jonathan won't never be getting nobody else pregnant. I ain't the one to tell his business, but you know I'm gonna tell you.
I had to clear my throat for a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to grab me some more coffee. I wish it wasn't this early, because if it wasn't this early, I asked Sandiva to come up here so she could talk to y'all about this shit. Straight up. So, you see now what's going on? Did I not tell y'all about following the money? That's why I told you I ain't sitting up here saying nobody did shit. I was asking y'all questions. Now, Carlissa, this is supposed to be on every T page that it is. Okay? Straight up. Just to cancel all that out right there, she already admitted it. Yeah, they need to get this back in rotation on TikTok. Get that back in constant rotation. When Carlissa said what she said about her son, and her son was gonna be mad, he probably gonna be mad at you now. He gonna be mad at you now because my algorithm be algorithm, and I found Sandiva page. That's all we doing. We following the money, man. I ain't got time for that other stuff. You hear me?
You know Carlissa's not lying. Any type of way a black woman perch her lips up and look to the left, She telling nothing but facts. Y'all see the look? Nothing but facts.
Why?
Let me just run it one more time. I'm gonna have to zoom in, y'all. I got to get them eyes. I got to get them eyes, yo. I got to get the motherfucking eyes. Oh yeah, hold on. I got to get them eyes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's tap in with them right quick.
Oh God. Jonathan had a vasectomy. He gonna be mad. I said it.
Yeah, take a listen to this.
Wow.
Jonathan snuck off and got a vasectomy.
Damn. Said that thing twice, y'all. Receipts after receipts after receipts. It has been a dirty cover-up, y'all. It's done been a dirty cover-up. Man, let me go make my coffee, man. Hold on. Let me get back. Man, let me make my coffee, man. Boy. Wow. Ain't that interesting, y'all? Damn. Carlissa, you did your big one with that right there. I knew it was a reason why you wasn't out here at least making an attempt to say what you was gonna get your grandchild for Christmas and stuff, because you know Christmas for children. It's just for children. If you adults, you ain't got no Christmas. You can try to play with it like that if you want to, but nah, it's for them now. Like our life, you know what I'm saying? It's for them. You know, I don't feel nothing from it, to be honest with you. You know, long as, you know what I'm saying, my children happy, you know what I'm saying? The smaller children anyway, they happy, man. That's what it is. Ain't no nothing else with it. But she'll say everything in the world about Journey and his son, you know, her other grandson, her grandson, she'll say stuff about them, but she don't say nothing about Krishan Jesus. Okay? So that right there let you know that these receipts are on point. Just from Carlissa mouth alone. She said it. Yeah, Jonathan gonna be mad at me and stuff, man, because he went out and got that vasectomy. We would have never knew. You said it. Huh? Well, hey, look here, Sandeep. I'm glad you was sitting off in the cut. I'm glad you was all the way in the cut for that one right there.
So Jonathan won't never be getting nobody else pregnant. I ain't the one to tell his business, but you know I'm gonna tell it.
You know Carlissa's not lying. Any type of way a black woman perch her lips up and look to the left, she telling nothing but facts. Y'all see the look?
Damn, Carlissa. That's why I say, man, you done put yourself in a sticky situation. Yeah, you done opened up like a whole nother chamber now. It's another chamber. I'm gonna have to get even surgical now. Yeah, because we've had all these events take place, man. We don't wanna miss out on anything. You know, I'm late to the party and stuff. So I try to do these updates like early in the morning, you know, so you be caught up on this stuff. And I still got to do the video too about Blueface and Blueface, you know, pawning his house now. He got to get rid of the crib. Yeah, man, you got to get rid of the crib. Blueface, he got a dip. So I guess him and Nevaeh, yeah, they get ready to bust a move. They get ready to bust a whole move right now. Yo, man. You say what year? Sandiva, what year was this? Because it looks older. Her hair look older. Face look a little younger. It probably was damn near shit. I would think earlier in their relationship when Krishan and Blue was together. Say she lying, there's no NDA or NDA test. It's just not Blueface, baby. You say that we making you mad. What you mad about? Just drop it in the comments. Don't be upset. Let us know what you mad about. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy work. You say Tiffany say that she was talking about her ex-husband. You think she said it in 2023? And that's the thing too. And I see your comment in reference to the mom and you know how much that the mom be connected to everything that got to do with Blueface business. Hold up. Let me pop my chat out. It's gonna take about a good 15 seconds to catch up. Okay, even quicker. All right, let's go. Let's go. Say they all stay lying for clout. You can't trust the word. The beginning of 2024. She's not talking about Blue. She's talking about John Sr. He just caused a whole bunch of problems for no good. Once Rock heard he had a vasectomy, that's probably when she started really not caring about being healthy for the pregnancy. Interesting. Carlissa was not talking about her ex-husband. Katina Hazel E talking about her. Oh, you felt some electricity all up. That's our baby. We put more energy into that child and the handlers. If so, she got an abortion behind being pregnant by who? Maybe the daddy. Whoa. You just read the article. She said that Blueface doesn't want more children. If Jaden doesn't want more children. Interesting. Yeah, man. Say Ronnie lost his life. A baby here is getting abused every day. And this the platform for it right here because I've been talking about it. And that's why I had that video up with Chris Sheezy out there on the sand because I discussed it on that video. And we continue to talk about that baby and, Ronnie being on this thumbnail, for us really wanting to know what happened to Ronnie and wanting justice for Ronnie. We know that Ronnie definitely would be instrumental in his child's life, and I think it would have been best if Ronnie would have had the child. I checked out his mom's, her sister, just the family in general. And it looked like that, yeah, they really would have been instrumental in the child's life. Not to say shit about Krishan's family or whatever, like they ain't shit, but I'm just saying though. Like that's crazy. Like I see them. I see all of them. And just from my, just small with a few minutes of researching who they were, I'm like, yeah, he had a family. Like straight up, everybody don't have family, and there's people out here still functioning, doing good, and everything. Don't even deal with their family and stuff. Like I say, man, my condolences to his moms. Yeah, I don't see that with Krishan and family. Like I've checked out the stuff that both her sisters that went live on Instagram with what they've been saying, and it's just all about getting their hair done and going somewhere. I don't really hear them, talking about anything else, but just like you seen Chastity show up, her showing up with Krishan just the other day, hell, you're gonna see Tessa show up too, because that's what she was talking about on the live stream going to California. And then think about Krishan Jesus. I ain't heard not one person talking about getting that baby nothing for Christmas. Not one person. Not one person, yo. I'm like, damn, man, I ain't even heard, man, Carlissa ain't even said nothing about what she gonna get Junior for Christmas. I'm like, damn, they just done forgot all about the baby. Krishan out here free balling right now, y'all. She out here free ball. She care more about going surfing than what she do about her child. You can be anything that you want to be in this world, you know that? But it's fucked up as hell when you a mother and you ain't even taking care of your own damn child. You more invested than surfing. Surfing is the life. That's all that Krishan Rock care about. Surfing up and down Malibu Avenue. I don't know what kind of bad trip that she had. It's that money, I think. I think the money got her, y'all. The money that told her, you know what, I ain't got to do none of that. I can get some attention like this. And then the local news will come out. And then the blogs will report it. And then, they'll just accept me just as being a... What? Hold on. What is it Charity or Chastity? Which one? I keep getting it mixed up. Is it Charity, Chastity? Which one? Y'all drop it in the comments. The sister that she went out to eat with just the other day. Man, that's the dumbest shit I done heard in a long fucking time, man. How the fuck you think we supposed to sit out here, and watch your ass on the fucking surfboard? We don't want to see your dumb ass online, no damn what. As opposed to with a motherfucking surfboard. This is crazy. Her thinking that her responsibilities as a parent, that's diminished. Like it's just gonna disappear. It just doesn't exist anymore. That's what's fucked up. Cause I legit feel like that she believed this shit. Like in her mind, in her fucking mind, she think that this is a real thing and this is okay. And I don't know who approved this. I don't know who authorized this. Do y'all think that Lemmy told her ass, shit, you can take the lower ground and simply not fight and you can opt out to the contract and they go a little bit of scratch to get you over or whatnot. Cause this shit right here ain't making sense. Like it's not making sense at all. And she done paid some bread too because these people been working very close with her. Very fucking close. And you know how people are too, man. If you got some money, they gonna make sure that you good. They gonna make sure everything is straight. You feel me? You go into a store or if you inquire about a certain product or a certain service that they offer, shit, you got that motherfucking money, they gonna look out. And that's how these people been with Krishizi. Every time that I've seen Krishizi, and I'm like, I don't know what got you thinking this shit now. I don't know what got you thinking that you a fucking surfer. Like this is just so fucking weird to me, yo. Like damn, shouting out channels and every damn thing. I'm like, oh, so you really taking this stuff serious now, Krishan. You know how many people in my chat right now? They sitting up wishing that you was taking care of your child and taking your child as being serious, knowing that your child is being deprived, knowing that as a mother, the shit that you got going on, running and buying wigs, slapping them on your goddamn head, standing out there on their goddamn toothpick and the water, that's not it. As a mother, I would have thought that you would be picking out clothes sets for him. You could possibly be, getting stuff that around the house would help you and him out. But as we all see now, you're not even thinking about that shit. You done said, fuck that. Hold on. Somebody just put in my comment and said to let her live. Let her live while that the baby is being neglected. Matter of fact, the child is being neglected because she doesn't have a baby. She doesn't have a baby. Although she's treating her child, by way of what's going on physically. I don't know because I didn't diagnose her child. She knows better than me. But that's the way how she's carrying it. Okay? She's not doing nothing for that baby. She ain't even sitting there playing with her own child, talking to the child, watching TV with the child, or none of that stuff. He just in the corner. He's almost like, those shoes that you seen at the mall or that you ordered that you wanted so bad. Man, when you take the motherfuckers off, you ain't thinking about them damn shoes. You feel me? You ain't thinking about the motherfucking shoes. I remember back in the day, man, that was the thing for me, man. I wouldn't even have to buy no clothes, man. As long as I had some motherfucking new shoes. Man, that's all I thought about was some damn. I was so obsessed with shoes. I even had the damn East Bay magazine looking at fucking shoes. Even when I knew I wasn't getting no shoes, I was still looking at shoes. You feel me? She ain't trying to do nothing for her child as a mother. Yeah, as a mother, you would think that she would be going to great lengths. I mean, if you got money and you splurging the way that you splurging. We see our Top Hat 33, how he moving now. Shit, he was blessed enough to be able to take a trip to Florida off of Krishan money from California. He was blessed enough and broke that thing on off, what I told you. He went right back to his baby mom like it wasn't nothing. So when I'm discussing Krishan and the stuff what Krishan is doing, I'm doing it because of what I've seen. Okay, this is only from videos I've seen, and this is just my perspective. You entitled to your perspective as well, okay? Fuck a house. Fuck finding somewhere to stay. Even fuck taking care of my son. That's what I get when I look at you. That's what you're saying. You're saying that shit to all of us. Shit, I don't know too many other mothers right now that just said, fuck it. I'm about to just split my day in half with being a mother, and I'm about to see on whether or not if it's some potential that I can be full-time as a goddamn surfer. There's no way in the hell that you're going to lead me to believe that you see success as being a fucking surfer. I could see if your ass would have started a podcast, which would have been the smartest thing of all to fucking do. And I ain't just saying that because of me and every other content creator that will have some content then. I'm just saying, you could have did that and made some money. You could have made some bread. The same way how DDG and them set up Blueface Computer and that motherfucker ain't did nothing yet. Krishan, you could have been the same fucking way. You could have been getting your shit set up. Could have had you a nice setup. You don't want to do that. And then think about the women that would have came up on the platform if she would have opened up the platform. And so I'm like, I don't understand why you don't want to stream. And I don't understand Why you want to keep your son out there on that motherfucking beach, man? You acting like it's summertime out there, and it's not. It's not summertime. Like this is real. Like you really out here playing right now. And I wouldn't want for your son to fuck around and be done got sick. I'm dead ass right now, yo. I don't want him, you know what I'm saying, to be done caught no cold or whatever, man. You fuck around and catch something now, you might not be able to get rid of that shit. Shit. You catch, hey, look here, you get sick now, it's a combination of motherfucking shit. It ain't just the motherfucking vid. It's some different letters attached to that shit, man. That's you have different side effects and everything. But I fuck around and took goddamn sick, man. A couple months ago, man, I took sick. And it wasn't nothing but for a day. But when I did take sick, well, that thing had my head hurting and everything. You hear? So just think about Junior and then what that child could be influenced to. That lets you know how she's moving. She's out of order. She ain't been called out for it. And if any damn thing, with the money that she's made, the way that she just been spending that money, just throwing that shit away like it ain't nothing, man, not only should her child be fresh, but she should have her own crib, her own place to stay. She should have her own vehicle. You know, if she is in fact a single parent mother, but claiming that Blueface is the father of her child, she really supposed to be putting on. See, she went on the Baddie show and then, you know, alleged as if that she had changed her life. I don't know how much that you all think that she's changed her life, but I don't really see it. I don't really see no change. I see an act. I see an act. I seen people like Nature Boy put on all different type of costumes. Literally, he put on costumes. Straight up, he was putting on costumes. So when I see these little acts what she got going on here, I'm like, man, this what people believe. People accepted this bullshit as opposed to telling her, like, yo, you need to be taking your child to the doctor. See, Ronnie ain't here. Ronnie ain't here. So it's no way that Ronnie can do that. Because you already know if he was here, he would be going hard for his child. He'll be going hard for his son, yo. This interaction right here, and as much energy that he put into this shit trying to talk to Carlissa, man, I don't even think I could have made it that far. I'm so serious, man. I take my toboggan off. Yeah, I had to take my toboggan off for Ronnie Doe. Yeah, because I probably just went all the way in. I probably would have hung up. Man, I'm gone.
Attended events proudly by her side, supported her quietly, and remained present even when the spotlight wasn't on him. But that loyalty came at a cost. Watching Christian with Blueface, publicly, loudly, and on every major platform, had to have been triggering. Ronnie wasn't just watching a relationship unfold, he was watching her become famous in real time, largely through a highly publicized and chaotic connection with another man. All while he sat back, often reduced to a viewer behind a phone screen, witnessing the woman he loved rise into stardom without him. At the same time, Christian and Blueface were contractually tied into the world of reality television. Their relationship existed not only in real life, but within the boundaries of staged and unscripted events, production schedules, and story arcs driven by ratings. Their repeated breakups, reconciliations, and public blow-ups became part of the product. Some moments were real, some were amplified, and some were carefully orchestrated.
Seen the comment in reference to the audio about Carlissa and Wack being in Maryland at the same, well, in Baltimore, you know, when Ronnie was on the live. Nope, I haven't heard that. I haven't seen that. But what I showed a little earlier within the stream was receipts indicative around the 3rd, but it was actually the 6th. The post from Wack 100 from the 4th. This would be from the 4th right here, what everybody was talking about. I haven't seen a video, but this was a screenshot, and this is still posted on his page. And then as far as Carlissa and, you know, her son, well, her children rather, she made a post that was only on the 6th, but there was nothing that was on the 3rd, as you can see. So there was nothing on that. And like I said, initially, shout out to Saying Diva Hot Topics, you know what I'm saying? Initially, this is where we started with this, because this is on February the 3rd. And then we went over, Ronnie and Ronnie's passing, and what that date was. That's why I say we here. We already here. Yeah. See, I'm just dealing with the receipts. That's all I'm dealing with. Anything that's tangible, then I'm gonna find my way through it. You say if I'm looking for some info, you believe that it was on Clubhouse. You say it's around. Oh, so they was just having a conversation about. So it's no video. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. With you putting it out there like that, because I'm definitely going to look, because this situation right here is still unsolved. It's still unsolved. And just like for years, the Kanika Jenkins case and how far that case went, this is a mystery that's unsolved right here too. This is a whole mystery right here. Yeah. And see, he's not here. He's not able to speak on it. He's not here to do for his child. We see, Krishan and how she out here moving, right? We see how she moving. She ain't thinking too much about that child. So it kind of pretty much show you how she felt about Ronnie. All that stuff about the her changing her life and all this shit about God and stuff, whatever. Nah, she posting all that stuff because she know it's getting hot now. See, people were on here posting clips about all of the stuff where her and Blueface is doing every day. No, I wanted to know about this situation right here. I'm sure, it's been people done, uploaded a whole bunch of heap of stuff. Like give you an example, the content creator Lola Lee T. I was listening to Lola Lee T. This was about 3 days ago. And when people were in my comments and they were saying, that the Nat, he called in, about the DNA test. And I listened to her video because she called the people and actually confirmed that it's impossible to do that. It's impossible to call and get that level of information. So I watched that video too, because all of the stuff that y'all are telling me, I have to sift through this stuff. See, I'm not just giving you my initial perspective on this shit, because see, I know it's a lot of people that's involved. I know it's a lot of people, that go back 2-3 years, in the game with information about Krishan. So that's why I'm always in my chat. I'm looking for that information. So this right here from Pretty Nay 033, these are comments. This is her dropping comments in the chat that day when Whack 100 had posted that screenshot from that conversation that whoever had that was screenshot. And with him even uploading that to Instagram, that was my initial reason then for asking people like, hey, so what do you think? Like what do you think, actually happened, because of the stuff that he put on his page, just like this. On the 15th of February, he was talking about Suge Knight. You see what I'm saying? And he got Ray J right here. And anything that got to do with Suge, for whatever reason, just because of verses of different songs, it always go back to the game for me. I can just always hear his voice. Then I think about Ray J. Then I think about when Wack was, as they said, a manager for the game. Then I think about Ray J when Wack jumped in that damn swimming pool. Then I'm thinking about the 15th, February the 14th, Valentine's Day. Then see what I'm saying? Like that's how my mind works. So this is the stuff that he posted. You see what I'm saying about Suge Knight. And this was on his channel. This was a post. So that's all that I'm doing. And see, I have to go through these receipts. Look, somebody just reminded me. So let me go ahead and then throw that up there just in case there's somebody that's up in the building that's gonna support this network. Straight like that. Yeah. I don't be on it. Yeah, so let me go ahead and then drop it. Say Wack literally told Ronnie to rest in piss right after he passed. You just saved that in him saying Carlissa was in Baltimore. So wait, do you remember like around that time that was? Because I'm trying to get a feel of that video. And when I say time, like, can you kind of remember like when it was? Oh, you can send receipts to my Instagram. Yeah, anytime, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna send some, everybody just hit me on the Grizam. And you just go right here, Go right here to the front of my page right here. And when you on the page, you click these links right here. And they go my Instagram right there. They go to TikTok page right there. Handle for the PayPal, Cash App, all that. This page right here, I play music on right here, do mixes and shit or whatever. Yeah, tap in with me right there. I appreciate it for real. Let me see if I can get this chat caught all the way up. Yeah, it might take about a good 3 more seconds and we up in there. See, it was a day or two after the demise. Interesting. But it was just like a clubhouse thing. And that's why I was saying, I was like, yo, man, do I need to make an account to go over here and ask this dude these questions? Do he just let people up on the panel and shit or whatever? Because I'm just curious about all this. I keep hearing this over and over and over again. You say that it's on the Not podcast maybe 2 days after. Yeah, I'll be waiting on him to come over here too. Yeah, everybody come to this channel. Yeah, slide over here. Yeah, I see he got some other stuff going on right now. Yeah, so I don't even think he on it. Like, he owns, yeah, I seen that shit floating around over there too. So you wouldn't be surprised in 10 years that she tried to get a compound together. Interesting. And I seen that too with her even saying that stuff about some land or whatever. And I'm like, what motherfucking land? You know what I'm saying? Like, what land, yo? Like, if she do get a fucking compound and shit, because people firstly was saying that stuff about Krishan because they was talking about that fucking church. They kept talking about the damn church. Yeah, I done heard about the Knots video. Yeah, I heard about his video, several other content creators' video. I'm talking about the fucking video itself. I ain't talking about no shit that's recorded that come from Clubhouse. Where out this man's mouth did he say this shit? Because obviously he was never too worried about him being connected or affiliated with any of this stuff. People don't put in my comments about who was it? What's the girl name? Lady T. They said some stuff about her, a tattoo on her neck and all this shit or whatever. And I told you, get them folk over here so we can chop it up. Yeah, anytime you got to give me some information, that's why I keep telling y'all to send it to my Instagram page. That's all you got to do. Email me. That's all you got to do. See, when I'm conducting my show, this is information that I'm putting out. So when I'm asking you this, I'm asking you then to send that to me. That's it. That's all you got to do. Yeah, I might have 25. See, when other people be live, I don't really, and like I said, I would see other people's live streams if it got something to do with this particular topic. But I don't really hear people say anything about this channel. So that's why I create my own content. If it's something that's connected to Danette, go get Danette and tell him to come over here. That's all you got to do. Yeah, just tell him to come over here. We'll chop it up. Yeah, he done been over here before. Like I said, we done had Jag over here. We done had everybody. We done had everybody that's within like this little small circle of contact that people call sectors out here that's been to this channel. So whenever they got time to talk about it, we'll get into it. Straight like that. Okay. So let me ask y'all now. So what do you think about this dude, Sean Malone? And with Sean Malone, the connections, what people have spoke about for quite some time, do you think that he's one of the main contributing factors that has something to do with her actually getting that restraining order on Black Friday? Because I don't hear people talking too much about Sean anymore. I see a million videos about Blueface and Krishan, but they don't really be talking about Sean Malone. You think it was Sean Malone? See, that's what I'm talking about. So the people from Maryland, do y'all know of this dude other than him and his lobby work? He's a lobbyist. He was started off doing that, has a law firm now or whatever. I just want to know. Yeah, because like this shit is deeper than what I imagined. You think that he the silent background? I don't know. I don't know if he is that silent background, but people keep hinting towards that. Has anybody connected with his children? Like, have the children, said anything? Because I think he has a son by his wife. I think they, They had like a blended family. I think she had a child before even meeting him. Because they should be like, what, 21, 22 years old? I don't know if they even said anything about this whole situation that's going on right now with their father. Yeah, because this should have been like a continuous hot topic. I don't care if it wasn't but 15 or 20 seconds. It's supposed to have been a hot topic. Yeah, because everybody talked about the amount of motherfucking power that Sean Malone had. Say they don't talk about him because of what happened to Ron. So you think that Sean? Oh yeah, let me drop. You want to come up, Joni? Because you supposed to came up last time. You want to come up? You got something you want to say? Then you can get it to me straight from the crate. You can get it to me straight from the crate. I bring you up. Say it's gonna say that they don't know each other. That's what. Well, we ain't dealing with Google. Yeah, we ain't dealing with Google. So that's a good question. I don't know. I said in a previous video, I legit feel like that he don't want any affiliation with her because of the negative attention that could be associated with the law firm. That's what I think. And being that she does know him physically, she's been in the same circumference with him, has denied that, he's her father, etc. You got to think, why wouldn't this person be viewed? Because I know they got, I know for a fact it got to be some podcasts that's in Baltimore. Feel them? What's them podcasts, y'all? Yeah, I'm talking about the people that's there that would know about this stuff. Y'all don't know none of their podcasts? I'm dead ass. I'm trying to ask some questions. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know if they available. They may, I don't know if they got time. They might even be tuning in or checking the replay on this video at your earliest convenience if you feel like, yeah. See, there might be some people, man, that may even have went to that law firm or know of Sean Malone. And that time, too, from videos that was sent to me, that Chris Sean was in Sean Malone them house. You said her mother was there? Chris Sean older sister. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I went to her sister channel one day. Yeah, I was listening to her, and she said, "But nobody asked her nothing." She said, "Yeah, they gonna pay her," and I'm like, "Damn, well, that's my thing." I'm like, I don't want to, do no whole interview with nothing like that. I mean, if you on here anyway, and since your name got your sister name in it, that ain't your name. I'm like, well, I thought you would be wanting to talk about it. Other than that, your name would just be your name. Because I talk about a lot of people, but not my name ain't never been King World Nature Boy or Nature Boy King World or Young Pharaoh King World or Kanika Jenkins King World. I was just always been King World or World News, or people call me World. Some people call me Tony. Yeah, other people call me Marquise. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know. If she want to come over here and chop it up, yeah, she can come over here and chop it up. Yeah, she can chop it all the way up. I'm game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I thought that was. So when I seen her channel, that's why I clicked on the channel. She on some different. I don't know what the beef is with her and Taseki and all of that. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get into all of that. Yeah, see, that's stuff that be discussed like within the comments of like a T page. Like I do one of them kind of live streams one day. I might even try to put one together for y'all and y'all to see what I'm talking about. And it'll just have like all this stuff that be going on in here because I see a bunch of shit. Just like the stuff that jumped off with Taseki just the other night and the episode that they ain't aired yet with Krishan on there and yeah, and all that shit. Yeah, it's a lot of shit that's done happen. But see, if I'm just talking about one particular subject, like I try to stay on that and other stuff that has to do with that. So that's why you see like different perspectives or different videos or whatever. So let me see. Yep, see, somebody done reported the video. They done took the video down. I'm gonna show you. Real talk. The video is removed. I will get ready to show it to y'all. Yep. See what I'm saying? And look, this gonna be on the new episode. I told you, they done removed the video. And only thing I remember, hell, I forgot to record the video because I was just looking at it. Yeah, I was just looking at that video, man, probably about 5 hours ago. And the only thing I seen was when Taseki swung and when Krishan was saying what she was saying, and the only thing I seen, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I said, whoa, wait. Because it was some girl, I think her name Summer. And Summer was they were saying that Summer knew she was gonna get beat up, but they were saying that, you know, they respect her for trying to fight Taseki, but yeah, she got blistered. Yeah, so they done removed the video. And like I say with Krishan, I don't know if she had like what 2 or 3 episodes or some shit or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And then peep this right here. I don't know if y'all heard this shit about this damn mentioning of Ronnie Doe. Since we own this Ronnie Doe right now. Yeah, because this is wild.
Try to tell me I couldn't be great. Yeah, Pops wasn't in my life, so I had to put food on my plate. Yeah, no matter how real stuff gets, still gonna be a whole lot of hate. Dealing with a whole lot of fake. I see my ex did it the way. I wish it could have been fake. I don't think it's a place more cold than my soul. I ask God, don't let my heart break no more. I just wanna live my life and explore. I got so many people I do it for. Let me be great. God, let me be great. 'Cause I
Heard what she said about her heart and stuff was broke, so that let you know she was feeling some kind of way about Ronnie though. Yeah, she been feeling some kind of way about Ronnie. That's crazy though. Like when you down with somebody, when you down with somebody and you see them power up, like you see them power up and they just forget you. They just act like you don't even exist. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of money, and you still just out there, you know. That and I'm sure that's how Ronnie was feeling about the situation. Like, damn, so you just gonna play it like that? You gonna play it like that? We done been out here in these streets. We been out here pulling jokes, doing all kind of shit. But your ass out here now, yeah, you act like I don't even exist and shit. I bet she was like, okay. And she was like, okay, I see how you do now. Yeah, I bet you. I see how you do. That's crazy, ain't it? Look at that. She went crazy over them McDonald's fries. Krishan gonna have to get it together, y'all. She gonna have to get it together. And I know it's many of you, man, that support her, that, respect what she doing and shit or whatever. Me, as a father, I can't respect this shit. I can't respect it at all, man. Like straight up. Anytime I see this weird shit right here, nah, we got to put this on B. I'm talking about all of it. Yeah, because she ain't being held accountable for this shit, man. Let me see. Now I don't know whether or not if her sister done made it to California, but I've been watching closely. I've been watching closely, so let me look and see if she done touched down already. Because yeah, she gonna end up with Krishan too. Mhm. Nah, she ain't got there yet. She just in the car singing and stuff. She ain't got there yet, but she gonna wind up in California too. Yeah. You said look at the hair salon. You say look at the hair Sean Malone is their dad, the white man. Yeah, I mean he up on the screen. I did a whole bust down on Sean Malone. Hold on, let me just share some of that with y'all too while y'all up in the building so you see what I'm talking about. But yeah, we did a whole bust down on Sean and Sean. Okay, bet. Hold up, let me. Did I break up a little bit, y'all? Okay, I'm good. Let me make sure I'm good. If y'all can hold on just for 1 second, I'm gonna refresh my stream right quick. Okay, bet we back in the building. I appreciate y'all holding on. My apologies for the inconvenience. Yeah, let me go ahead and get back into it. Okay, I was talking about the Sean Malone and the Eugene Malone. Yeah, that whole situation. And the video was titled "Who is Krishan Rock's father?" Let me get to that. Just track these receipts right quick, Nick. Okay, make sure that y'all can see it on your screen. Because I always have people come over here and they'll say that. And I'm like, I don't know where they got that information from, but I just had to do it like a little compilation of everybody because, like I said, I didn't know who everybody was. So here we go. All right, so boom, that's Eugene. That's the person they saying that's, Krishan's father. Or they was led to believe that was Krishan's father. Then this is where this information right here came from that was updated on December the 2nd, 2024. That's Eugene. Eugene did some time in prison. The mom is Charlotte. Eugene Arthur Malone. He was a musician, and how they met and all of the stuff about Sean Malone and Sean Malone being a trucker. We'll get to that part right there too. There's an older dated photo of her, just as this photo right here. Charlotte Tucker Malone, who's now 60 years old. And there go all links to the information that I was able to compile. And this would be the siblings and who all the siblings are. See, that's why I say, like, I didn't even make a video. I just had researched all of the information and put the information together. But yeah, I know who all of them are. And this is the woman right here that's currently live right now. That's in the car singing some, I think, gospel music, if I ain't mistaken. Let me look and see. I think it is gospel music. Let me see. Is she talking? See? And she don't even know. She don't even know that she's on mute. She don't even know it. Yeah, but that's her. That's Tessa right there. But yeah, she's currently live. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Let me show you what I was talking about then. Go a little further. Obadiah, Mookie, be Taseki, Petey. Okay. Yeah. All right. And this right here would be my proof right here. This is what I think. That's what I think. I mean, just looking at it, I mean, they just look like if these two people were to have a baby, it'll look like.
Now, what did you guys think about that, guys? What did you think about that? Like, was that intriguing or what? Like, did he break it down? Did he break it down? Ooh, did he break it down? Because I know, shoot, like, when he was sitting here speaking and he was just going down and he was sitting here having them announcements and he was like, down, 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 and he was breaking it down. Like, what do you guys think about how King broke it down? Like, I feel like he broke it down. I feel like, it's no more to be said. All it is now to be said now is who's going down for the death of Karan Kane. It's like really not too much that we could say that we have not said. We can go on here all day and talk all day. Like I said, they keep on taking my pages down every time I speak the truth. So I pray to God that I'm using the correct words and stuff like that. But justice for Karan Kane, justice for him, justice for Ronnie though, justice. So yeah, love his family, love them, and we just want nothing but justice for this young man, our internet nephew, and we believe that he deserved justice. But yeah, King, he said some stuff. He broke it down. Like Tasiki, you've been speaking the truth since day one. So you know what I'm saying? You've been speaking since you've been speaking, baby. You've been speaking loud, baby. And we hear you. If don't nobody else hear you, beautiful, we hear you. So y'all have a blessed Monday and let's see what happens tomorrow.